Good morning, students. Welcome back to the session. Earlier videos, we have discussed the reflection of light by plane surfaces. In that, all the topics I completed. And coming to the higher order thinking questions. In the textbook back, higher order thinking questions. So there are given 4 problems. So in this video, I will explain about that 4 problems. So what are that 4? See the first one. Observe the adjacent figure. Means this figure. AB and BC are the 2 plane mirrors arranged at 120 degrees. A ray incident at and angle 55 degrees on AB. Find the value of X. So, how to understand the given problem? So, figure is given. So, see the figure. Again, start reading sentence to sentence. Observe the figure. Okay, observe. AB and BC are 2 plane mirrors. See here, AB, this is one plane mirror, and BC, this is another plane mirror. These 2 plane mirrors are arranged at 120. Means these 2 plane mirrors are attached at an angle of 120 degrees. A ray incidents at an angle 55 degrees on AB. So these are the 2 plane mirrors. So these are the 2 plane mirrors. On these 2 plane mirrors, AB and BC, a light ray is incident on this plane mirror AB at an angle of 55 degrees. Okay. When it incidents, then it reflects like this. Again, it reflects from AB mirror to BC. From BC to the reflected ray reflects in this direction. If it reflects, you find out the angle of this reflected ray. That is the question. Are you understand? Once you see this figure. So these are the 2 plane mirrors, AB and BC. These 2 are arranged, attached at an angle of 120. This ray is incident here at AB mirror, and from this it reflects. From this again it falls on the mirror BC. Again from the mirror, this is the reflected ray. When it reflects, here it forms an angle. Then you find out what is the angle of X. That is our question. To answer these questions, first you have to learn the laws of reflection. What is the first law? Angle of incident is equals to angle of reflection. So, where the ray is incident on this plane mirror AB, immediately you must draw the normal. So, already in the figure it was given. So, this is the normal. So, what is incident angle? The angle between the incident ray and normal. So here this is the incident. Angle of I is equals to 55. Then obviously angle of R is also 55 degrees. Okay. And they are asking about this angle. So one by one we have to find out. Then from this normal to this plane mirror AB, if you take, this is the normal. From the normal to this plane mirror, it is 90 degrees. Already you know this is 55 degrees. Then find out what is the angle of this one. So how you will find out? 90 minus 55. 90 minus 55. Then how much you will get? 35. So here that angle is 35 degrees. Here there is a triangle. So in the triangle, by using this normal, you are finding the angle. Now in this triangle you got 2 angles, 35 degrees and 120 degrees. Then immediately find out this angle. Why to find like this? Because if you find the angles, then from the 90 degrees you will get the angle of incident. If you know the angle of incident, then you can find out easily the angle of reflection. Then from this triangle, this is 120 degrees and this is 35 degrees. Then find out what is the angle. The sum of the angles in a triangle are equals to 180. So 35 plus 120, how much? 155 degrees. So this you subtract from 180. This you subtract from 180. So minus 155. Are you understanding? 35 degrees plus 120 plus some, you take it as some angle, is equals to 180. Then you will get 155 plus x is equals to 180. Then x is equals to 180 minus 155. How much you will get? 5 here. 2. So you will get the angle here is 25 degrees. So right here this angle is 25 degrees. Again here you have one normal. So from this normal to this plane mirror is angle is 90 degrees. Again this is the normal, this is the plane mirror. From here to here angle is 90 degrees. But here one angle you got it as 25 degrees. Then what is the angle of this one? How you will find? 90 minus 25. Obviously you will get 65 degrees. So here you will get 65 degrees. And this is the normal. Normal means this is the angle of incident. If it is angle of incident, this is the reflected ray. So angle between the normal to the reflected ray. So this is the angle. If angle of incident is 65 degrees, angle of reflection is also 65 degrees. So here angle x value is 65 degrees. I hope you might have understand. Okay, clear? Next. Just based on the laws of reflection, you have this problem. Next, coming to the second problem. Niharika holds a clock in her hand with which shows the time 3 o'clock. If you observe the clock in a plane mirror, what will be the time that the clock show in the plane mirror? I have one clock in my hand. See, if I see the time from that clock, it appears 3 o'clock. The same time with the help of mirror, if I see, means if I hold the clock in my hand, if I see through the mirror, from the mirror I will get the image of the time. So then through the mirror, what is the time of, what is the time now? Or otherwise how it, where is that? What will be the time? So first I will draw the clock. So generally 4 parts, 12, 6, 3 and 9. Again 2 parts. Okay. And what is the time? Niharika, 3 o'clock. Okay, 3 o'clock. The same time, if she observes through the mirror, then it appears in a reverse way. So it appears in reverse way like 9. This you can practice, take one clock and see through the mirror, then you can find out. Okay. Next, so what is the time? For 3 o'clock in the mirror means it appears as 9 o'clock. Next, 2 plane mirrors are fixed at right angles to each other and an object is placed between them as shown in the figure. This is the figure. Trace the path of the rays by which an observer sees the final image in one of the mirrors. So once again, we'll understand the question. Here what are given? 2 plane mirrors are fixed at a right angle. So this is one plane mirror and this is the another plane mirror. These two plane mirrors are fixed at an angle of 90 degrees. So that is the first sentence. Between, and an object is placed between them. So in between these two mirrors, an object is placed. Here an object is, candle is placed here. Already in the figure it was given as shown in the figure. Trace the path of the rays by which an observer see the final image in one of the mirrors. So when the candle is burning, it gives the light. So the light rays falls on the mirrors and a reflection takes place. So when the reflection takes place, you find the image. Here once again, trace the path of the rays by which an observer see the final image. So how it forms an image, that you have to draw the figure. For generally we will get the rays from the flame only, not from the bottom of this one. So light rays are coming from the flame of the candle. So to draw the ray diagram, at least we have to take the two rays. So here these are the two rays. Okay, these two rays are falling on this first mirror. After falling, immediately the light rays are reflected. So you must draw the reflected rays. These are the reflected rays. Okay. So actually these reflected rays are diverging. Here we have two types of rays, diverging rays and converging rays. Converging rays means what? From the different directions, the rays will meet at one point. From the different directions, this is one ray and this is another ray. From the different direction, finally these two rays will meet at one point. Then we'll call it as converging rays. These two are converging rays. Diverging rays. What are diverging rays? From one point, or the rays are deviating, separating, going in the different direction. The rays will not meet. The rays will not meet. So if you take another two diverging rays, for example, this is one ray and this is another. These two rays, when you extend, they are deviating only. They will not meet. When you extend at infinite distance, these diverging rays will not meet. But when you extend the back side, then these two rays will meet at one point. Okay. Now coming to the topic. So you have cleared about the diverging rays and converging light rays. So from this, when the light rays falls on this mirror, immediately the rays are reflected, and these two rays are diverging rays. The two rays are diverging rays. So diverging rays means you find out the origin of the two rays. So these two rays are diverging rays. So from where they are coming, so means just you extend back side. When you extend, you will get the origin point. So like here also, these two rays, just you extend it. When you extend, you will get the origin. So where you will get the origin, there you will get the flame of the candle. Here you will get the image. Clear it? And from that, these diverging rays falls on the mirror. Immediately again these rays will reflect like this. So this is the ray diagram for this figure. Next, the last problem. Two divergent rays originating from the same point have an angle of 10 degrees between them. If they strike a plane mirror with the same incident angles, what will be the angles of reflection? This is also little hard to understand. So once again, in the figure, no, there is no diagram. Diagram is not given. Just problem is given. So you have to draw the figure. Two diverging rays. Two rays, not mirrors here. Two diverging rays originating means they are coming from the origin, starting point. From the same point. So from the same point, from one point, the two rays are coming, and the two rays are diverging rays. Once again, two divergent rays means deviating rays originating from the same point. So from this point, the two rays, diverging rays. From this point, this is one ray and this is another ray. So these two rays are deviating. When you extend, they will not meet. So they are the diverging rays. Next, have and angle of 10 degrees between them. So when they are diverging, the angle between these two rays is 10 degrees. Next, if they strike a plane mirror, these two rays are strike on a plane mirror. Then they strike on a plane mirror with the same incident angle. Here the angle is 10 degrees. With the same incident angle means here the angle is 10 degrees and here the angle is 10 degrees. Once again, I will explain. From one point, two rays are diverging. So when they are diverging, the angle between them is 10 degrees. And these two rays are falling on a plane mirror like this. When they are striking on a plane mirror, this is the incident ray. So here for the plane mirror, the angle it makes as same 10 degrees only. It makes 10 degrees only. Then what will be the angles of reflection? So for this rays, you find out the angle of reflection. Generally when the incident, immediately they will reflect like this. So this is also reflect like this. When they reflect, you find out the angle of reflection. So how to find angle of reflection? Again, you have to apply the laws of reflection. Angle of incident is equals to angle of reflection. But here to find out the angle of incident, we need the normal. So where it touches on the mirror here, you must draw the normal. And even here also you must draw the normal. Then from normal to this plane mirror, the angle is 90 degrees. So one of the angle is given how much? 10 degrees. So 90 minus 10, 80 degrees. So here the angle between the normal to the incident ray is 80 degrees. So if the angle is angle of incident is 80 degrees, then angle of reflection this also you will get 80 degrees only. And again for this also same. Normal to the plane mirror the angle is 90 degrees. And here 10 degrees is given. So 90 minus 10, here you will get the angle of I is 80 degrees. And the angle of I means incident angle. And for the angle of reflection you will get 80 degrees. So just by using the small concept, laws of reflection, angle of phi is equals to angle of R. So these problems are given. I hope you might have understand.